Good evening, Jessica Van Vonderen with ABC News. The Queensland Government has offered a $100,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest over the strawberry tampering saga. Sewing needles have been found in at least 8 punnets and authorities are investigating 3 other possible cases. The contamination scare is having a devastating impact on growers across the country. Tim Swanston reports.
After a glut and now a contamination catastrophe, the industry is in the pits.
Leading into this weekend, wholesale prices have crashed. So on Friday, fruit was selling in the wholesale market at less than half of what it was earlier in the week.
Less than $1 in some markets, and now the Queensland Government is taking swift action. It's promised a reward to help find the culprit, putting the public in harm's way.
This is a serious issue. And it just begs the question, how could any right-minded person want to put a baby or a child or anybody's health at risk by doing such a dreadful act?
The Premier hopes the cash offering will help. Police say they don't have any specific leads.
Our investigation is ongoing. As you can understand, it's fairly complex and fairly large because of the itinerant nature of the employees in the industry.
3 brands have now been pulled from shelves: Berrylicious, Berry Obsession and Donnybrook Farms. The count of contaminated punnets has climbed to at least 8.
We have seen other potentially contaminated strawberries. We're not sure at what stage they might have been contaminated. That's why we're just saying very, very clearly that while this is under investigation, it's important people cut the strawberries and have a good look at them.
Police will examine the latest tampered punnets and decide if they're related to the original cases or is the work of a copycat. The last few days have taken a devastating toll on growers, with some reporting a 30% drop in sales.
Western Australian stores haven't been impacted by the contamination, yet growers are dumping their produce.
There was a lot of fruit that was packed and ready to go and then just didn't have a home. So decisions were made to dump a lot of that fruit.
South Australian strawberries are only a few weeks from market and they're expecting a rough start to their season.
I've talked to the agents in Queensland. They're telling me that 90% of production there has been either thrown in the bin or not picked, because only 10% will be saleable because the consumers lost confidence in the product.
I think it's crushing, devastating really, because the industry, as everyone knows, has struggled a little bit this year anyway.
Just how much the industry has suffered from the strawberry sabotage remains unclear. Tim Swanston, ABC News, Brisbane.